My name is Yasminah Abdullah-McKoy, and I'm the Director of Operations and also the owner of Total Speech Therapy. I've been a speech language pathologist for 17 years. I've owned my own practice for 10 years. Being a speech therapist prior to owning my own practice, I worked for a lot of different organizations. It was good. I had some mentors, I had some good times, I had some challenging times. I worked in a variety of settings, including schools. I worked in nursing homes, hospitals. I did home health care. I did some contracting. I did some traveling. So it was really interesting, and it provided a lot of different experiences with different populations of people, which I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed working in the outpatient setting, I would say the most, because it gave me a combination of working with children, and I also love working with adults. But before I worked in the outpatient setting, I did work in the skilled nursing facility settings, and I worked with all adults. And that was cool, I enjoyed it, but then I really felt like the end of life, year after year, working with patients in hospice and going through their end of life, started to be just really emotional for me. So at that point, I started working a lot more with children, and I really enjoyed it because you meet them when they're babies and you're there with them while they're developing. So that was really enjoyable, but I did start to miss my adults. So that's why I started to work what's called PRN, like as needed, with adults, and I maintained working with children. But when I found the outpatient setting, I realized I can work with both. So that's what made me start my private practice, so that I can continue to work with both. Well, I guess we can say the adult population in general can go from over 21 through 100 plus. So I worked with this population in adult medical day settings where we would see a variety of ages. We can see anywhere from 20s through, most commonly, maybe 80s, because they have to go back and forth. They have to be able to get back and forth to the center. And that was really nice, because I would come out to the center. They would enjoy having different activities, speech activities. I would work with them while they were eating lunch, for those who are having difficulty with swallowing as well. And my experience in the skilled nursing facilities, also known as nursing homes, I did that for years as well, and I enjoyed that as well. I worked in dementia, I guess, specialized centers, and I was part of that programming. I also worked in feeding and swallowing units. That was really nice. I worked with voicing clients. So I have a good amount of adult and child experience, pediatric experience. So in a skilled nursing facility, I would see clients who are having trouble finding their words. I would have clients who would cough or choke when they're eating or drinking. I would have clients having trouble with their memory, just starting to be more forgetful, or even having a diagnosis of Alzheimer's. So to just get back to the clients who have difficulty finding their words, those clients who have difficulty finding their words may have a diagnosis called aphasia. So that means that their language has changed after they had a possible stroke or another neurological event or episode had taken place. And these people who have trouble swallowing, chewing their food or liquid might have also had a neurological impact, such as a stroke. Or these same clients may also have a diagnosis such as dementia that at later levels of the later stages of the dementia can lead to swallowing difficulties as well and other cognitive difficulties.